Hi guys, I hope that you're all having a fabulous day. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to share 6 popular bags that I like but won't buy and why. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you do, make sure and give it a thumbs up. And without further ado, let's get started, shall we? Alright, so let's begin with probably the most fabulous one on this list. That would have to be the Saint Laurent I Care Maxi Shopping Bag. I don't like this bag. I love this bag. Do you see all the E's at the end of that love? My goodness. When I first laid eyes on this handbag last year, I was head over heels in love. I mean, I love everything about it. It's stunning. It's massive, it's obnoxious, it has that giant YSL logo, the lack of structure that it has, everything. I mean, absolutely everything I am a huge, huge fan of, you know? And to me, this is probably one of the best looking bags that Saint Laurent has come out with in a long, long time. I'm not trying to take away anything from anything else, but that is honestly how I feel. And I mean, this bag is just, it is gorgeous. And you guys know I love big bags. So this is like, you know what I mean? Because it is so massive. So I actually went to try it on. I went to check it out because I was determined to add this to my collection. However, I think I like the idea of it more than I would actually use it. When I went to put it on, obviously it felt massive, right? It's not supposed to feel like a tiny bag. That's not the purpose of it. It doesn't have any structure to it, obviously, because again, it's supposed to be slouchy. It's supposed to give off the vibe of, you know, like a leather chair, like a really good leather chair that you love and it has so much character to it, and the longer you have it, the more that you use it, the more character it has. I think that's the same thing with this bag. I think the more loved it looks, the better it's going to be as the years go by. But the lack of structure that it has, when I went to put it on, it just felt, and I can't believe I'm saying this because again, I like big bags. It just felt like it was too much for me. And I don't think it would be very easy for me to use. So I think that because of that, if I were to buy it, I wouldn't use it often just because it might feel a little bit cumbersome as I'm trying to get in and out of the bag. And I feel kind of crazy saying that out loud again because I love these massive handbags. But I think that when push comes to shove, I like the idea of it more than I would actually use it. And this is a bag that does not deserve to be on the shelf, you know, for the entirety of the year. It doesn't deserve to come out once or twice. It deserves to be seen. It deserves to be out, you know? So I don't think for myself, for me personally, I don't think I would be able to do it justice. But is it gorgeous? Absolutely. Like absolutely every time that I see it, even though I have that red flag that I like the idea of it, but I don't see myself using it, even though that red flag pops up, there's a part of old Minnie that's like, do it. Do it. Who cares if you only use it once? Like that is how conflicted I am because I find this bag so insanely gorgeous, you know? And I know that not everyone feels that way, and that's totally fine, but it is it is amazing. And again, that worn look that it's gonna have just as the years go by with all that character, with all those wrinkles, it's gonna look even more incredible, you know? So I don't know, call me crazy, but is it fabulous? 100%. Is there still part of me that thinks I should go for it? Absolutely. Like, absolutely. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. But I just think that this is one that, for now, I'm going to have to appreciate from afar because, again, I don't think I can do it justice, and I don't think it would be very user-friendly for me. You know, so such a bummer, right? It's like, oh, it's such a letdown because it's so beautiful. But anywho, I digress. And not only that, it also has a fantastic, it holds its resale value really, really well, which I think is great. And I think it's because of the popularity that it has. But can you imagine in 10 years time how this bag is going to look? It's going to be just, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. So that is my number one that I love, but I won't end up buying. So I don't know. And that brings us to number 2, which is the Bottega Veneta Mini Jodi. The Mini Jodi I really like. Every time that I see it, I think it's fabulous. I love the way that people style this bag. I think it's amazing. And even though I do like the Mini Jodi, for me personally, I prefer either the size small or the teen, just because I think it would work out better for my lifestyle. But the Jodi in general is available in a variety of different sizes, different textures, and there are a million different colors to pick from as well. Now, if there are 2 things that I love and appreciate about Bottega, first and foremost is their lambskin leather. My goodness, if you guys haven't had a chance to check out their lambskin leather, definitely do next time you're near one of their boutiques, because oh my God, their leather is delicious. It is just like melt in your hands type of softness. It's insane. And their colors. They do colors extremely well. I love their colors because they're so vibrant, they're so vivid, they're so saturated, and they're just, they're like, I don't know, but I feel like you can see them from a mile away just because they're so bright. So I definitely appreciate that about them as well. But as far as the Mini Jodi, because I know that I'm getting a little bit carried away, the Mini Jodi, I went to check it out. I went to check it out at the boutique because, like I said, it is one of their most popular sizes. And I think that this is one of the times when a bag actually feels smaller than the measurements that it has. I know that might sound a little bit weird because obviously it is a mini bag. It's not supposed to fit everything in the kitchen sink. I completely understand that, but it just felt a lot smaller than what I thought it was going to be. You know what I mean? And I also didn't find it to be too comfortable. I didn't find it to be very spacious. If you do end up going for your smaller SLGs, you can definitely maximize your space. But even then, it felt too small for an everyday bag, again, for myself. And it seemed more like, I'm going to say it, all right? It seemed more like a bag charm than an actual handbag, almost like a leather scrunchie, if you will. Just when I had it on, on my hand, and I imagine myself going out shopping with this bag, and even though I do like hand carry bags, and I'm not going to be able to fit this on my shoulder, obviously, right? It seemed like I would struggle with it. As beautiful as it is, it just wouldn't work out for me or for my lifestyle at all. But I do think it is insanely beautiful. And again, those colors are just out of this world gorgeous. But the mini size, it's not, maybe it's because I am a pack rat. Maybe it's because I always try to push the envelope and fit a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more, that I'm just like, yeah, I can't really justify this. I can't really use it. As a leather scrunchie, sure. But other than that, yeah, I'm not really too fond of it. So that was definitely a bummer, but it is still a gorgeous bag nonetheless. That brings us to number 3, which is the Celine Boston bag in the canvas material. So again, this is a very popular bag, and there are many things that I appreciate about this handbag. I love the size. I don't think that it's too small. I think it also has a fabulous price point, coming in at $1,600. I like the fact that the zipper goes all the way to the sides because I think that it makes it a lot easier to get in and out of the bag. You're going to be able to see everything at a glance as well, so I think that's fabulous. It also comes with a removable adjustable strap that you can use either as a crossbody bag or as a longer shoulder bag, which I think is great. So you can take it off completely and also use it as a hand carry bag. So it has a lot of versatility, and I absolutely appreciate that. The one thing that really turns me off is actually the canvas, or the pattern of the canvas. And I know that might seem kind of silly, but I just don't find it appealing. I think maybe if it was in a different color, I would absolutely go for it, like no questions asked. But I just am not a fan of the pattern on the canvas, like at all. I really do prefer this bag in the leather. Their tan leather it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. But the canvas just doesn't really do it for me. And in general, when it comes to the canvas that Celine has for some of their handbags, I'm not really digging them. But as far as the silhouette of this bag, absolutely, sign me up. But hopefully they, because it is so popular, hopefully they do end up introducing other prints or other patterns or something for their canvas, because I've heard a lot of people say that it is so insanely durable, that it's very thick. So I think that's great as well. So you don't have to worry about that cracking canvas either. The durability of it really is extremely appealing to me, but the pattern, I just I can't get over it. And I'm going to talk about like a pattern a little bit later on in this video, but yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those things. So for me, this is a bag that I like 99% of what it offers, but that 1% seems to eclipse all the good that this bag has. And I know it might sound silly, but the heart wants what the heart wants. And if that 1% just seems to be kind of like this annoying thing that I won't be able to get out of my head, then I feel like I won't be able to enjoy the bag just because of that 1%. Crazy, right? I know. It makes no sense, but that's just the way that I see it. Now that brings us to number 4, which is the Versace La Medusa bag. La Medusa bag is available in a variety of different sizes, different colors, as well as different textures. For me personally, I really like it in the small size, and I really like it in the white leather with the gold hardware. But I think that this bag is beautiful. I love the silhouette that it has. I like the structure that it has. It doesn't look like it's gonna fall apart. It doesn't look like it's slouchy or anything like that. I think that this leather will end up wearing really well for a very, very long time. I also like how spacious it is. You can definitely get away with carrying everything and the well, maybe not the kitchen sink, but pretty close. Of course, if you do end up filling it up to the brim, it's going to make for a very heavy handbag, but still, I like that it is pretty spacious. I like the fact that it comes with a removable adjustable strap that allows you to use it for crossbody or for a longer shoulder bag, or if you wanted to take it off completely, you can use it as a hand carry bag, so it also has a lot of versatility. I love the La Medusa that it has, the logo, the head that it has on the front, and I also love the chunky chain detail. However, even though I love all of those things about this bag, kind of like what I talked about before, there is one thing that really turns me off, and that's the fact that the head and that chunky chain is plastic. It's plastic. It blew my mind. I was thinking about adding this bag to my collection last year. I actually went to the boutique to check them out, and the white with the gold, I mean, whew, you know how I feel about white and gold. So when I went to check it out, I was kind of like, wait, what? The head is plastic and that chain is plastic. Now, my Versace Palazzo bag that I have with the crystals, that head is metal. And I know that Versace ended up changing the hardware, if you will, not the hardware, or what that head is made out of, because they wanted the bag to be a lot more lightweight. So I completely understand that. I can understand that 100%. But at the same time, I don't want any plastic on my bag, especially for the price point that it has. What if they made it a lighter metal? That would be even better, but plastic on a leather bag, come on. I mean, again, I can appreciate how lightweight it makes the bag, but I also think that it cheapens it because it's plastic. I was so heartbroken. I was so heartbroken because when I was checking it out, the sales associate was telling me about, you know, the history of the La Medusa and all that good stuff. And then when I went like this onto the head, I was like, plastic? She goes, yes, to make it more lightweight. I think I remember like going, what? Like short circuiting because I couldn't wrap my brain around it. And that might sound totally nuts. You know, someone's probably like, oh my God, you're being so dramatic. But again, I don't think it should have plastic anywhere near it, especially when it comes to that detail. If it had plastic, maybe a plastic zipper or plastic this or something, I don't know, something smaller, it would be, I guess, I can understand it. But when you have that head and you have that chunky chain, I want metal. I want something that, it doesn't have to feel like it weighs a brick either. It can be lightweight, but I want metal. I think metal would look a lot better, and maybe that's why they don't end up holding their resale value as well. I don't know. I mean, in general, Versace doesn't hold their resale value as well as I think it should, but maybe it's because of the plastic detail that this bag specifically has that I'm like, oh man, why? Why would you add plastic to a bag? I don't know. That's not my thing, you know, to each their own, but I don't think that kind of detail should be plastic. But anywho, the Versace La Medusa, gorgeous, gorgeous bag. And if they should end up switching from plastic to metal again, or a lightweight metal, I would be all over it. Like, no questions asked, I would go and get that white one with the gold detail because I think it is absolutely stunning. That brings us to number 5, which is the Gucci Horsebit 1955 shoulder bag. Now, the shoulder bag is available in different materials. You can either go for leather or you can go for canvas. I am talking about the leather one that comes in at $32.50 here in the States. I think that this bag is beautiful. It's very simple. It has those clean lines. It is very, very Gucci in the best possible way. I love the fact that it comes with a strap that is adjustable that allows you to use it either as a crossbody bag or as a shoulder bag. I like the compartments that it has. I love the textured calfskin that it has as well because it makes it very, very durable. And I remember I was talking to one of the sales associates and they had mentioned that this is one of their more durable materials in general. So I think that's great as well. But I think that this bag is beautiful, and the colors, especially the red, the red leather, I'm like, oh my God, my eyes are drooling because I think that that red is stunning. It is absolutely stunning. Now, even though I really like this bag, the reason why I personally wouldn't end up going for it, 2 reasons. Number 1, even though I can appreciate that it does have the textured leather that makes it very, very durable, I also personally found it to be very stiff. So it's not necessarily the most comfortable because of the stiffness that it has, but again, I can appreciate the fact that it makes it very, very durable. Now, even though this bag does have those 3 compartments, it's very similar to the Louis Vuitton Pochette Métis. Even though it has those 3 compartments, I think that because of the same stiffness of the leather, I don't find them to be as spacious. They're a little bit too tight. And I think that if this bag had maybe 1 open compartment and a slip pocket or a zipper compartment on the side, I think that would have been a little bit better. And that way you can really maximize your space with this bag instead of having those 3 compartments that are, you know, that they don't have a lot of give to them. The front one, or the very first one, is the second largest. The one in the middle is the largest, and then the one in the back is where you would fit like the really, really slender SLGs. But still, I just don't find it to be as spacious as I would like for the silhouette that this bag has. But it is absolutely beautiful, and it does so many things incredibly well. This is just my personal opinion. When I saw it, it was kind of like, oh man, I wish it had this and I wish it had that, you know, little things that I would tweak for this bag that would make it a lot more user-friendly for myself. You know, I might be crazy. Maybe I'm seeing this completely differently. I don't know, but it is a beautiful, beautiful bag. I love it in the leather, and that red leather, as I said before. The canvas version is stunning as well, but it's such a great bag. It's such a great silhouette. It's just those things that I'm not necessarily sold on. All right, now that brings us to number 6, which is the Louis Vuitton On The Go tote. So I've gotten so many questions about this bag. Why haven't I added it to my collection? How do you feel about it? I think that this is a beautiful bag. The On The Go is available in different sizes as well as different materials and different colors. So I think that's great. For me personally, I have gone into the boutique to try it on in the canvas version in the MM size, and I have also gone into the boutique to try it on in the Empreinte version in the PM size. But out of the 2, I definitely lean more towards the MM size, and I think it's because of the straps that it comes with, the shoulder straps that it comes with. I love that. I love the structure that it has. I mean, it's not going to fall apart. It's not going to turn into a beautiful mess or anything like that. I love the structure. I love the size. I love the 2 different straps. And the PM size, I don't think it's too small either. You can definitely end up getting away with carrying everything and the kitchen sink in there. And of course, it does come with another strap that you can remove. But the MM, I am all about that bag. Now, the main reason why I haven't added this bag to my collection, you guys are going to think I am nuts. You're going to think that, really, that's what's stopping you? But if, again, like I said throughout this video, if there's one thing that will just kind of like be in the back of my mind constantly, it won't allow me to enjoy the bag to the fullest the way that I think that it should. The one thing that I can't stand about the On The Go is the fact that it has the giant monogram on the front and on the back. On the sides, on either the canvas or on the en-print version, they have the regular, you know, they have the regular monogram. But it's the giant monogram in the front and the back that I can't get past it. Like, even when I've gone into the boutique to check out the canvas one, I'm like, dude, relax. It's just the giant monogram. So what? Big deal. Like, I am sitting there literally having a conversation with myself, like just saying, dude, you're a nut. What's the big deal? Just go for it. Just go for it. But I don't, I don't like it. Why don't they just have it maybe not be reverse monogram, have it be the regular monogram canvas, and have it be the regular monogram, you know, little LV and the flowers? That I would like more. And I think that the reason they didn't do it is because if they did end up doing that, it would be very similar to the Neverfull. And then you have two bags that are just too alike. So I get that. I understand why Louis Vuitton doesn't have the regular monogram on the front and the back, and why they don't have it in just the monogram canvas. You know, just the classic. I get that. But for me personally, I'm like, ugh. No, just have it be the regular monogram print. Also, the en-print, you only have two colors to pick from for the PM size. You can either, or the MM size, you can either go for turtle dove or for black. Where are the other colors? How about we bring out other colors? Maybe if there was a different color, I'd be more inclined to go for it in the en-print version. But the two colors, I mean, they're neutral, they're classic. I get that as well, but how about more colors? How about, like, I don't know, a red or a green or a yellow or an orange? I mean, I think maybe that's what would kind of be the tipping point for me. But the giant monogram, I know, even saying it out loud, I'm like, dude, you shouldn't have said that. But that is how I feel every time that I see it, you know? I've gone into the boutique and I'm like, this will be the day. This will be the day. And it never ends up being that way because I don't like the giant monogram. But maybe, as I said previously, if it was in a different color, that would be a lot better. But I don't know. But that does it for today's video. There are many bags out there that I really, really like and I can really appreciate, but I don't see myself adding to my collection. So let me know if you guys want me to do another one of these videos in the future. And also let me know if there are handbags that you really like, but you don't see yourself adding to your collection either. Let us know in the comment section down below. But these handbags, the handbags that I spoke about today, they are absolutely beautiful. And I am not trying to take away anything from them by any means whatsoever, because even though they might not be the most functional for me, or that might have that one detail or two that I'm not too fond of, there is no denying that many of these are extremely popular, and their popularity just continues to grow and grow as time goes by. Some of these are going to be iconic to the house that they're from. There is no doubt in my mind about that. But even though I think that they're beautiful and I can definitely appreciate them, I will have to appreciate them from afar, just for me and what ends up working out for my lifestyle. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure and give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already and you would like to, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you guys in my next one. And as always, make it a fabulous day or not. The choice is yours. Have a great day.